Hello everyone, and I have a very beautiful romantic chess game to show you from 1869 London, England. So in this chess game we have George MacDonnell with the white pieces, Irish chess master, and his opponent English chess master Samuel Boden. The Boden's checkmate pattern was named after him. So let's see what happened, and I want to check out this chess game from the perspective of Boden. So e4, e5, and we have the bishops opening, bishop to c5, classical variation, and b4, not very popular MacDonnell Gambit. So MacDonnell is playing his own Gambit. Bishop takes on b4, c3, defending the bishop, and white has strong control in the center. So white is slightly better actually, but after bishop to b4, moving the king, and what is this move? Well, it's a strange move, question mark, a dubious move. Bishop to d2 should have been considered, interposing, but moving the king was not a very good move, and black should have considered developing the knight. Developing move should have been considered, that would be better, but we see this time a dubious move by black, bishop to a5, knight to c6 is better, and if d5, knight to e5. So after this move, queen to h5, and both attacking the bishop and threatening checkmate. So d5 blocking, again threatening checkmate, defending, attacking with developing, and then counter-attacking with the knight. So if bishop takes queen, then knight takes queen. So this is what MacDonnell played. Bishop takes on f7, and this is move 11, and it is already a slugfest. This is why we love romantic era chess games. Queen takes on f7, and this is deflecting, and then queen takes on a5, deflection tactics. So developing the knight, but white is developing with tempo, so defending and pinning, but then simply knight takes on e4, another tempo move, the knight is getting closer and threatening checkmate. Developing and defending the threat, bishop to d3, knight from b to d2, and then exchanging the knights, and black castled, and black is mobilizing his army perfectly. Rook over, queen to d5, and we can say that the tide has turned. Black has better position, we can easily say that, and white is behind in the development, and the king looks unsafe on f1. The rooks are not connected as well. So knight to f3, developing the knight, bishop to f5, defending, and then rook over, rook from h to e8, and setting up a trap. A crafty move actually. So white needs to be careful in this position, but MacDonnell played bishop to c5, and this was a blunder. MacDonnell has fell for it. So black to move and win. By the way, in this position, queen to b3 was better. And after exchanging the queens, actually black is still better. But at least white should have considered queen to b3. But bishop to c5 is just a blunder. This was a blunder. Can you see why? Let me give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, and then 3. Samuel Boden picked his queen, and he captured the knight on f3, sacrificing the queen on f3, capturing, so that this opens the diagonal, bishop to h3. So the white king is boxed in, and that's why Boden played rook to e8, controlling king's escape route. So rook lift, obviously threatening rook to g6, checkmate. So queen to c2, defending. So if rook to g6, simply queen takes rook. What would you do again? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is the move Boden played. This amazing, smashing rook move. Rook takes on d4, a very strong move. And we have bishop takes on d4. Well, if some nonsense move, then rook takes, deflecting only move, and then rook to g6, checkmate. So rook takes on d4, bishop takes, and after knight takes on d4, this knight is a monster on d4, and white has no logical defense against this brutal attack. MacDonnell resigned, believe it or not. How to defend? Now threatening checkmate with capturing the pawn, and if rook takes knight, deflecting the rook, checkmate, and if queen takes pawn, this time deflecting the queen, knight takes on f3, checkmate. So white is overloaded. And if queen to b2, checkmate. And if queen to e4, knight check, only move, rook check, checkmate. And after this move, if queen to d3, just for fun, then check, deflecting the queen, and then landing on f3, checkmate. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more amazing chess games. Take care and bye bye.